Good evening. May 18th, 2017. Weight today is 488.8. My total weight loss so far is 6.4 pounds. Today I got up very early. I had a meeting with a potential new client. That was the gist of everything I've been dealing with for the last few months. My last client ended abruptly at the end of February, so it's been a very taxing 2 months now, and it's really been affecting me, not only with just the fact that taking the medication that I've been on, going to see the doctors, all the different tests. It's been building up. Everything's been building up, and it's been really it's affecting me now in the sense that I wanted time to heal and to be on the right medication. And the trigger point, like I was telling you all before, in October was when I had a little bit of vision issues. Told the doctor, let's do something. And what I wanted to do was tell them, hey, I have this vision problem. I expected them to say, oh, definitely, let's do this, let's do that, let's do something different. They wanted to just give me more pills. That was the turning point when I basically said, you know what, it's my responsibility, I'm going to take care of it, I'm going to do all I can for me. And I did that. That's why I did all I could regarding food, change everything. And what's disheartening is when I love myself. I want to live my life. I do things for myself, and I want to have the best life possible. And when you enjoy life, if somebody wants to have a chocolate bar, if somebody wants to have a drink of wine, if somebody wants to go to Vegas and gamble on a weekend, not that they're vices, but they're just things that people do to enjoy themselves. And to put down and mock somebody for the things they enjoy doing, it's not good. Basically, I don't judge what people like or enjoy or do or anything like that. I support. I'm there. And it's the irony is I being sick and it's not physically known the issue, and I want the support. I want the honest support, real support, not fake support from people. And if you were sick and not feeling right, and nobody was there for you, no one cared, you're making it up, it's in your head. They kept saying those things to you all the time. Everywhere you turned, every doctor you went to, everyone you would plead for, and no one believed you. How would you feel? And if you had one person who believed in you, what kind of person is that believes it, wants to empathize with you? I want that one person to just believe and to help and not criticize. Be there, whole with heart, soul, and spirit, to just be there honestly. And what's worse is if you have the ability and means to help and don't. That's even more heartbreaking in a way. It is basically heartbreaking. Lift a finger up and do something. Do what you can. So I'm dealing with that. And the last 2 months have been really difficult, trying to get a new client, every day, trying to work at it, trying to figure out, well, how am I going to survive, how to make this thing work. I needed to make a change, and that's what I did in October, making my food, doing my thing. I knew that at the beginning of the year, I did that. 2017, I did those things. I made those changes. And I knew right at my birthday, again, March, another lamppost, another thing I have to ratchet it up. And now, again, after I'm taking the LDN and talked to the doctor, showed him everything. Here is my entire medical file. Here is who I am medically. Look at it. Good cholesterol. A little bit on the LDL. HDL, a little bit of weary, make some changes, modifications, which I am. Cutting out the sugar, cutting out the bread, going to be cutting out all the bad stuff, following the plan. And I want the plan to, I want the plan to not be a plan. I want it to be what I do. And that's the idea. When, like growing up, when I was thirsty, you have Kool-Aid. You might make some Kool-Aid, make the drink. Do that. I remember doing that. And now kids, they want something to drink. Here's some water. And I commend all the parents now who take really good care of the kids, or have instilled them and shown them the right way, but done it in a way where they're not depriving the kid of anything. And that's the thing, not depriving them, but then giving them the right good options. And I just commend parents and people who are doing that. It just means a lot seeing that. But again, turning it on ourselves, people who are drug addicts, alcoholics, do anything in excess. They did a study of people, they were giving morphine to people in Vietnam who had problems, and they said, oh my God, they're going to become drug abusers. And then they weren't. Those that came back and had problems, basically their surroundings were bad. They were shunned. They were treated badly. The society turned on them, or those that were closest to them turned on them, or those that they thought that they could depend on turned on them. And that's where we're a societal people, those that we depend on. I haven't gone cold that I don't need anybody. I do, but I'm on that fine line, that tightrope, where I could just basically say screw it, or be normal. So I don't know. So that's just the whole thing. I myself, yesterday I was dealing with a headache from the heat, and I'm having the residual now. I feel a lot better today. I went out today, like I said, for the interview and meeting the client, and it was fine. I felt good. I did no problems, no major issues. Came back, still had the headache, did some work, and had my lunch. I had a good lunch, good dinner. Good dinner. It was more like a mixture of both, lunch, dinner. Did that, and I'm gonna have my smoothie and just take in everything and be good. And it means a lot to me to have the support, have everything. I'm not hiding anything from anybody. You ask me a point blank question, and I'll answer it. I mean, you have to be specific. You can't just be, general. What's wrong? What's going on? What are you doing? Well, this is what's going on. I'm just, every day is a struggle. Every day is just, mentally taxing, and it's gonna be what it is. I'm gonna do it. But I've taken my multivitamin, and I've taken my vitamin D, and I've taken my LDN and the pyristoxine. I'm just following the regimen, and I have to get it out of my head that they're not like taking aspirin. The headache doesn't go away right away. Like these are long-term protocols, and I have to, again, just like the diet, it's something you do every single day, and I want to ingrain it to me. And I feel blessed that I never really enjoyed, having sweets or cookies and cake and all that stuff. Me, it was always about having a drink, having a Coke, or having a lemonade, or having orange juice, or having milk. I could drink a whole glass of milk, and then not just a glass, like an 8-ounce glass, having a big glass of milk, and having a Coke, and the portion size didn't matter to me. I could drink a 3 liter bottle at one sitting and not just think anything about it. I could have just had that 3 liter bottle of water and just drank that. And then I love meat, love to eat, and I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna make myself some steak tomorrow morning, maybe a steak omelet, something like that. But I'm gonna just, it's just the next everything now is coming down to this final thing because, again, I committed to play a concert this coming Saturday. I also was doing other concerts for another orchestra in January, and then just finished one up in the beginning of March. And those are it's fun. It's hard, especially when you get the music. You have to study it, read it, I follow the score, make markings, practice certain difficult passages, and make it work. And it's tough. You got to step into the plate. And then you get other groups that are not as serious, and it just sounds painful. It just hurts. And I'm going, what the hell am I doing here? So that's basically, I gave myself, and in my head, I'm gonna get this LDN. I got it on May 10th. And the end of May, I'm done. I have to take care of myself. That's what I had to do. June, if things don't change, things are radically going to have to change, just for me. Because if they don't change, there's no radical improvement, or the situation goes the way it's going right now, I have to make some changes, more radical changes. And I'll do that. I may have to take a job out of the state. I don't know. I don't know yet. I just really don't have no idea. I'm just trying as hard as I can. And I'm not there yet because, again, half of my time is focused on my healing and well-being. I don't want to be the way I am right now. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, I want to be rid of it. And nothing right now can stop me from what I have to do. The weight loss is so important to me. What I'm doing, how I'm eating is important. Telling you all this stuff is very important. Because, again, this is how I'm accountable to myself. And I want people to just, be there for me and push me in what I'm doing in that regard. Because it worked last time. And the last time I did it, I lost a lot of weight. And the last time I really did this, that I didn't videotape it, I was focused, I was determined. But then when the incident happened, everything went to hell. Anyway, but more on that in a later time. But right now, I'm focused on just improving myself, getting things done, and, just controlling. I don't really have to control portion size when it comes to the vegetables I take. I can eat as much spinach as I want, as much kale, as much of the vegetables. Low glycemic vegetables I'm taking in. I can have as much as I want and do as much as I can. That's important, Yeah, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I'm just going to take it from there and just get myself in a good frame of mind. I just need to talk to somebody, make sure that I can relate, just do something fun, as opposed to just sit here. But anyway, I'm just gonna have my smoothie right now. I just made this my smoothie. I'm gonna have this, my smoothie. It's a good smoothie. See, it's not that big. It's just a coffee cup, right? Just kidding. Anyway, yes, I gotta throw in the comedy there. Comedy? You get it? No? Anyway, so, but again, I still have my sense of humor. Can't lose that. That's a strong. Nothing's gonna change that. It's who I am. Because I want the world to be happy. I want those around me to be happy. I want to walk into a room and have people go, "Ruben, it's you," and then just jump up and give you hugs and how you doing, what's been going on. I want that reaction. Those are the good things. Be happy. I want the life. I want a normal, happy life, filled with happiness and lots of good stuff. Lots of good things. Yes, I'm just like thinking of the good things in my head right now, or what I want to see. Anyway, so So I'll talk to you soon. Be good. Take care.